Good evening. Good evening. I just wrote this new piece. This is spoken word. I've been writing poetry for a long time, and I just really like to write. It's very beautiful, and it's a very wonderful passion of mine. I just love it. So I hope you guys enjoy this, okay? The title of this piece, of this poem, is No Requiem for Thee. Sorry for the quality of the camera. It's an Android. Let's go. Just when you think you have me stuck in this fucked up webbing, I sat still, frozen, waiting for you to approach me, waiting for you to feed. Then comes the scalping. Thought you stripped me of all my weaponry, never turned a true friend into an enemy. Now look at you bleeding from your cranium, and let's take this back to the beginning, when there was no light, just darkness within the deepening, when we just hovered over a light liquid substance and had no feelings. So I've maimed your pseudo-identity, yet you feel no serenity. Perhaps you've grown to love this planet's amenities. Our meeting was not accidentally. You've closed doors in my faces and trapped me within your web, yet I still say open sesame. And I know what you're thinking, how could this be? Cause bitch, I changed the scenery. So like the octopus, I cut off one of my extremities. I flip these worlds of words around to create a whirlwind of poetry. And you reek of enmity. You forgot your own potency. So I scalped both your heads and gave you a spiritual vasectomy. The only thing that's secure is change, and that's how one lasts and creates longevity. I transmutate your pain-filled screaming into a melody. I transform your hate into legacy, produces diamonds from your penalties, rips lions apart, and out of them I feast on honey. Thought you had me stuck in your webbing. I'm a fire walker, so let's kick us up in this intensity. To 1,000,000 degrees, I take your heat and beams out clarity. I enjoy watching you in your unhappy scarcity. While you branded my circle and torched my comforting memories, I shape-shifted and became the meaning of adaptability. There will be no requiem for thee. So, that's a poem I just wrote. And I really like writing passion-filled poems. A lot of people like to take those type of feelings and they like to keep those type of feelings inside, or they deny them and suppress them, but I just like to get them out. So a requiem is like a lamenting or a lamenting song, or like a type of mass that like a gathering people would hold together, or like assembling together to like lament and be sorry for, you know, a certain cause or a certain event or people. But sometimes in life there is no requiem for certain types of situations, people, or anything, or events that happens in your life. Some events you do not lament. And so in my season of walking and growing and in my submissive journey, I am learning that sometimes you don't have to lament over certain things. You could be grateful for them. Okay, and while they try to disarm and harm you, you can maim and disarm them back by adapting and growing, by evolving, and by taking anything that life hands you that is negative and turn it into a positive for yourself and for your family, for your immediate family, I would say. Because your family is your spouse, and if you're single, it's your children. If you don't have any children, it's you. It starts with you. So there's no requiem for thee. That's a generalized term that's not directed at anyone or any event or any situation. This is talking about certain things that have happened in my life where I would not be lamenting over. And I am actually happy and grateful that those events, situations, and people have crossed my paths, because they taught me the ability to adapt even more, to grow even more, and to leave behind things that will weigh you down from getting to where you need to go. So you just keep pressing forward. If you like this poem or any of my other poetry, I'll have them available on blurb.com. under Diamond Chronicles. I don't just have this type of passionate, like cathartic, like angry poems. I have some sexual poems, some sensual poems, some spiritual poems, some poems about parenthood, about motherhood. I have some future love letters on there written to my future husband if that ever happens. If not, I'm fine with that as well. But poetry is a beautiful, beautiful medium for expressing yourself and expressing yourself in a healthy way. And sometimes it also can help you relate to other people. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. This is Diamond Chronicles coming to you. Happy Thursday.